As you guys can tell by the title, we have moved to Bangkok, Thailand.
Let's go.
Talking about starting out 2026 with a bang. The engagement first, and then literally 2 weeks later, fly across the world. And here we are to live.
Yep, I've been moved 12 hours ahead.
Well, yeah, we're 12 hours ahead of you guys. But I just want to give you guys like a little insight to our move, why we moved, what's going on, the steps it kind of took to get here, and just kind of the prep process. We have a guest, obviously. Vontae's here.
Woo! Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up.
Give it up, Vontae. You know, y'all don't see him in a sitting setting often, but I thought it would be perfect to have him be a part of it because, I mean, we both left. Like, we're both going to be here for the next year or so. We want his insight as well. So basically, this was all my idea, all my doing. Okay, so shout out to Vontae for like just being like going with the flow. So this has been in the works for, I would say, a year and a half, 2 years. I was just scrolling in my room one day, and the first destination I was thinking about was Bali. Did you know that?
Yeah, I remember.
Bali.
I had to tell you no to Bali because it was too slow. Like, so always want to be in nature all day.
Yeah. So I seen that there was a good expat community out there, a lot of black people out there. So I was
Hold on.
What?
I'm not even gonna cut you off. I will give you credit for saying that we would move, but I've been trying to get us to move abroad or get you to come abroad where I was at from years ago.
From the Philippines? Nah, that's not true.
Yeah. We always had these dreams of living out of the country.
Okay, so I'm just trying to let them know. I'm trying to let them know. Okay.
All right.
Trying to let y'all know the fraud. Okay, so back to what I was saying. It was a year and a half ago. I brought up Bali. And I did some research first. I brought it to him, and I was like, I wonder how he was gonna react. And he was like, all right. Like, didn't you want me to make you like a PowerPoint presentation?
Yes, I wanted you to make me a presentation of like what was the plans, what were we gonna do, you know, just show me that it just wasn't just an instinctual move like, I see something on TikTok, I wanna move. Like, no, let's really like plan this out.
Yeah, I never made you a PowerPoint, but I just kept sending, like I just kept giving him information and like propaganda, just telling him like, we're gonna go out there and have a better quality of life and all this. Like, I start sharing the price of living and the costs of things and what we could do and showing you the city and like how we could travel and continue to travel. So I was just like, feeding him little nuggets until he was finally like, all right, like we're gonna do this.
Yeah, just pros versus cons of, taking, your brand, my brand to the next level.
Yeah.
Outgoing Atlanta, only being able to do so much in Atlanta. We've done everything that there is to do. So yeah, you definitely persuaded me with your little
but she was down, like, and once we finally like locked the thought in and we was like, okay, we're gonna do this, that's when we had to start preparing. So that means downsizing. We went from our townhouse, we did not renew the lease there. We went from our townhouse, and then so we got rid of that lease, and then we stayed in another apartment for 7 months.
Yeah, my boy's family like owned a like a private just a nice little small 2-bedroom where we could have downsized because our plan was a 6 month like grace period, 6-7 month where it's like
we get our stuff together.
We get our stuff together. Her car lease ended in the summer. My car lease was gonna end at the top of the year of 2026. So everything
was working out. We were getting rid of our leases, getting rid of our cars, getting rid of our insurance, like just getting rid of our furniture. Like towards the end, like we started to really get rid of clothes and everything.
Yeah. I seen me selling my stuff.
Yeah.
He was wondering like, what's going on?
Yeah.
It's too good to be true.
But yeah, that's what we had to just start like shedding stuff. And what can I say? How can I say this? Like. Just releasing ourselves from like the shackles of being locked into leases and contracts and
the shackles of the Western world. All the things that we thought we needed, and it really just opened up our eyes because it just showed us how much stress that we put on our own lives. Like with bills, like like just taking on stuff, and a huge which was like a oomph for us to go was like when we reviewed how much we spent in, what was it, a year or 2 years?
Yeah, so we were taking a walk one day And we just did the math. We were like, just from being in that townhouse, we wanted to know how much rent was paid to the landlord. So we did the math, and it was like $90,000. And we were like both like, I was sick to my stomach when I thought about it. I was like
we just paid a substantial, we just put a dent in, in someone's mortgage, like for them, and
we don't have nothing. And that's, of course, that's how renting works.
That's how renting works.
But there's smarter ways to spend your money, and I just feel like that was not it. Like that, and then that's only what we spend. We're not even talking about our cars and car insurance and why is my light bill $250? It's just, we got to a point where we're like, we need a break.
More like we're done.
We're done. Like, y'all can have it for right now, but we out. And of course, in America, the thing is just, work harder. Like, work harder. Make more money. And that's true, but that's not what I want for my life.
Yeah, that can't be just all life is about.
Yeah, I still want to be able to do the things that I love and be happy and just take the weight and the burden of, bills and money and all that off of our shoulders. So that was one big reason. It's not just financial.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not just financial. It's just, I wanted a change. I wanted a big change. Like, we love traveling. That's what makes me happy, and that's the content that I want to bring to you guys for this next year. So there's gonna be more content. Like last year, I think I might have put out like 12 YouTube videos because I was just over it. I was just like, I wasn't inspired. So being here is gonna inspire me to do my job.
That's what I said. I said, yo, girls are delusional. I wish I could just one day just be like, oh, I'm not inspired to make any money anymore. I was like, I said, this girl lives a dangerous life.
Thank God for Vontae, thank God for my partner, because I was not working. It was just, I put a lot of stress on him. I just have a good partner, just know that. But now that we're here and I get to do what I love again, it will reflect.
Yes.
It'll reflect in the content. You guys will get a lot more. We get to travel Thailand. We're not just gonna stay in Bangkok. I want to go to Pattaya. We want to go to the islands. We want to go to Koh Tao and Koh Samui, and we'll take a trip to Phuket.
But we'll probably go when it's the low season.
Yeah, right now it's the high season.
Disgusting.
We've been seeing videos on TikTok, and the crowds are actually scary. Yeah, so we want to explore.
And I just wanted to, come back to the side of the world,
tell them.
Yeah, pre-COVID, and stuff like that. I was working, I was working at front offices for teams, player development, I just finished basketball. I just finished my hooping, stuff. And me and my cousin were overseas already. So, we had our stint. Everyone was asking me, for the ones that we did let know before we were coming here, you're not scared, blah, 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 this and that. And I just, if you knew me before, so if you met me after COVID, you really didn't know my journey, before COVID, where me and my cousin had lived abroad already. We stayed in the Philippines. We were in South Korea, Taiwan, these different, just on this side of the world in Southeast Asia. And, we loved it. I loved it for that whole time. Back then, this is before, me and Bae really made it super official. I was trying to get her to come out here, and stuff like that. So I knew what we were signing up for, and I wasn't opposed to it.
That's why it was so easy to convince him.
For sure.
Because I was like, oh, I'm scared to bring this up to him. I really had to sit him down because I was nervous because this is something that I really wanted. And when he was cool, I was like.
Yeah.
And it's lucky because not everyone's partner is just gonna be we can just go live on the other side of the world.
Of course we saved and we had our cushion and stuff like that to come out here, and we've been planning for months, but most people be scared, what? I can't work on a day to day. I guess I just give that glory to just the God and just being able to just take a leap of faith and the internet as well, being able to make money online and, stuff like that. So, so we definitely have plans. We're not just out here, just winging it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Making investments and products and things. We have plans.
We got some stuff that's going to definitely be coming to y'all on the 26th for sure.
So we've only been out here, not even, is our third day out here?
Yeah, it's our 4th, 5th day out here.
Yeah, so we literally just got here. So I know you guys are going to ask what visas we plan to do the education visa. So we get 90 days and within that 90 days, we plan to go ahead and apply for that visa. We want to do Muay Thai. So there's a few things you can do under the education visa. You can learn the Thai language and enroll in a Thai school. You can learn Muay Thai, which is fun. We already like work out when we're in our schedule, when we're in our what is it, like day to day. We like to get up and work out and go to the gym and move our bodies. So I'm like, why not learn martial arts in Thailand and do, because what you don't know, what you don't know is that I did karate as a kid.
I know you were
a
master white belt.
No, I got my all the way up to yellow belt. Mind you, it only goes white, yellow.
No, it goes white,
yellow, orange. Can you?
I took karate too.
What'd you get? White belt.
No, I finished off in a brown belt.
You're lying bad.
I know my katas and everything. Don't play.
Ikea Koshodan. Os. Breathe. That's not funny because that's what I used to do.
Okay.
Mind you, I was like 5 when I did karate. But anyway, yeah, we like to move our bodies. A lot of people do go with the language course, but I want to just incorporate something that we already do, and I feel like it would be cool to learn that. And then you can also do a Thai cooking class, which is really interesting too. But anyway, we're gonna go with the Muay Thai. We found a school already, but I'll take you guys through that process when it's time.
Sure.
What else? We've been condo searching, guys.
We've been looking for cribs.
We need to find a place to live. We wanted to do the first 1 or 2 weeks in the Airbnb so we can like learn Bangkok. Like I've never been here. He been here.
Yeah, I've been here once back in 2019, 18. One of those.
Yeah, so he was a little bit more familiar with the city and how big of a city. The city is crazy. Like, when I tell you the city is bigger. I looked it up. I googled it yesterday. It's bigger than New York City. From like population standpoint, it's like bigger than New York. So the city ain't small. The city comes alive.
It comes alive at night. It's crazy.
So much to do. Monte's already been out.
First night, I got to see the lay of the land. It just so happened that, shout out my brother Tim.
What's up, Tim?
Happy birthday, Tim. It was my old college teammate. He from Memphis, so shout out to him. I love my Memphis family. But it just so happened that I got on IG and I see Tim post like Bangkok like 6 hours after we got here, and I'm like, what the heck? I FaceTime him immediately.
This man always, how you on the other side of the world and you always know, and he's so annoying.
I'm always going.
He's talking about my brother's here, I'm gonna go out, whatever, bye.
Worldwide. So, one of the bros from New York, DJ Fat Fingers, he came out, DJ the spot. We pulled up, lit.
So he at the first, what was it, an R&B club?
No, the club is called Sugar, hip hop club. In like the heart of Bangkok, super lit, dope, had a good time, met some other, I guess what we will be referred to now as like expats. So met some other expats, stuff like that, dope people here, have fun, so it was cool.
I was in bed, okay, I was jet lagged, I was like, go have fun, tell me how it is.
Well, I'm learning the lay of the land, We ain't gonna be regular out here at all.
So that was good, we already did a little bit of exploring, but I was saying that we wanted to just figure out what part of Bangkok we wanted to stay in, become familiar with the areas before we choose where we want to live. So when we finally pick our condo, we'll take you through that process as well, because we have several real estate agents working diligently to get it. I'm waiting for a text right now to see if this condo is available or not. So keep you guys updated on that.
Yep, condos is definitely fire for sure.
Yeah, we've been looking at some really nice places. So like I mentioned, I feel like I mentioned this, we plan on staying for at least a year.
Just because the leases are a year, like it's no like 6 months. All the leases are standard, year leases. So, we plan to stay for a year minimum, unless something urgent, or undeniable comes back up in the States. So
you never know.
You never know. But we plan on staying here a year, and I just wanted to give just my fiance, us, just a chance to just enjoy each other. Even though we've been enjoying each other, all these years, we still don't have no kids and stuff like that. So just being able to have the aspect to just be able to live abroad, have our own schedule, enjoy each other before we just jump right into kids. And I gotta be up every day at 6 a.m.
Oh,
right?
Carpool line.
Yeah, oh man. So we just, trying to take, like a year or two and just relax and enjoy life a little bit before.
Yes.
Just to say we were able to do it. We had our fun, and and now we can buckle down. And
we're gonna be some old parents, and that's okay.
It's okay
because we can say, look at what we can say we did.
We lived a life.
Yeah.
Or we live a life.
We live a life.
Yeah.
I know you guys are gonna ask about Teddy, our lovely golden doodle. Where is Teddy?
Miss my son.
We miss Teddy.
My niece and nephew, they are getting older. Their mom, was talking about getting a dog, and stuff like that. And I just let her know, like dogs are a lot, especially like when you have to train them from little and you have kids yourself in the schedule and stuff like that. So it actually low-key just worked out because we were trying to actually, get Teddy here. A bunch of things that we did not know about just transporting dogs and flying them across the world.
We'll talk about that too, just because he was trying to I'm not gonna cut you off, go ahead.
Yeah, so I was obviously, trying to bring Teddy and stuff like that, but after wifey, was just looking up stuff, they really don't keep large dogs here in the house, like in the houses,
Or in the condos at least. Like,
yes,
we would have to live in a house, or maybe in a different, not in Bangkok.
Yes.
We'd have to go to Hue Hin or Pattaya, where they actually have homes.
Yes.
It's just the condos aren't really. Although you can find pet-friendly condos,
they have to be small. It's a certain size.
Teddy
was too big. Teddy was too big.
Of course, if we could have, we would. But I'm just glad that he's with family. He's with kids that he plays with.
Yes.
We were able to FaceTime him. We get pictures and videos all the time.
And we'll just give you guys just a little glimpse of Teddy's new life. But he's in Dallas. Shout out my sis Bria, shout out my nephew and my niece CJ and Demi. He's with them. I dropped them all. Well, I didn't drop them here. That's another. Go ahead. Yeah, that's another whole story in itself. So after doing some research and stuff like that, we figured out that a lot of major airlines don't do dogs as cargo. Teddy isn't a service animal, and I kept on saying that earlier, in his life, that I wanted to get him to be like a service dog, and I was supposed to pay for the classes and the training so that he can fly on the plane with us. He's a good boy, he listens, but with his size and him not being a service dog, he had to go under the plane. Fast forward to understanding that a lot of airlines aren't even offering the service to transport your dog as cargo. We think only 2 Alaska Airlines because of them Huskies, and I think American offered an outrageous price. It was one flight,
He
to
wanted to fly with Teddy to Dallas to get him acclimated with the kids and teach him how to put his shoes on and how to walk him and things like that.
Yeah.
So he booked his Delta flight. Whole time they were like, oh no, unless you're active military duty, cargo for dogs is not a thing. And I was like, damn, I didn't even know that. So how do people get their dogs?
We started looking up a bunch of information and stuff like that, and then it even came down to at one point, wifey was like, well, you're gonna have to rent a car, it was coming out of crunch time, our flight was coming up, we had our flights booked, it was just crazy. So she was like, and I was gonna have to knock that 12 hours out straight by myself, just me and Teddy.
Just drop Teddy off, drive down the road,
It ain't just no down the road. It was, so I be telling you, delusional. Just down the road, 12-hour drive, non-stop with the dog. But just doing some research stuff like that, we found out which is a niche and just certain things that people are doing. People are transporting dogs cross country.
It's a whole business.
It's a whole business that's just untapped.
People just literally drive dogs to where you need them to go. But I guess it's a big market because once we found out they can't fly cargo, especially the big dogs,
we started looking stuff up, and the prices were outrageous. Of course, anytime anyone's able to manipulate the market or do something, trust me, they won't hold back.
Yeah.
Transporting dogs. I'm talking about people were quoting us $1,500, $2,000. Luckily, we found this app. The app is called Citizens app, and
Citizen Shipper.
Oh yeah, Citizen Shipper. And we won't go too much in detail about that. You can look it up yourself. The service was good. Just put it like that.
Was good.
Yeah,
so we drove Teddy down to Dallas. Well, they drove him down to Dallas.
Someone that was coming from North Carolina, stopping through Atlanta. So we got driving through North Carolina, stopped through Atlanta. We ended up being able to, service his services, and he was able to take Teddy. I flew. I met him there the next day.
And dropped him off. And
yes.
Teddy's in his new home and he's happy. I'm just happy that he's happy and everything worked out with family.
Pick the kids up from school every day.
Yeah.
My nephew called me. He's running around, jumping on his bed. Teddy's just having a blast. Trust me, he's having a blast. Like,
so I knew you guys would ask about that, so I wanted to give you guys some insight on everything that we had to change. There was a lot of changes. Like we had to sacrifice a few things, make changes, but it's gonna be for the better. It's gonna be all worth it.
Yeah, so that's our update for y'all, our life update.
Yeah, so now that the cat's out the bag, the vlogs will start coming in, the TikToks will start coming in. Monte said he want to be on his content.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on my content. I'm more of a businessman behind the scenes, but I'm gonna step to the camera. I'm gonna get on my content. I'm gonna start a channel so y'all can subscribe.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop myself. I'm gonna start a channel.
He hasn't even done no work yet. He's talking about I need an editor. You know how many videos I had to sit and edit for?
Hit me up. I'm paying. I need an editor. I'm not playing that. I need an editor. Hit me up in Thailand.
Honestly, I might need one too with this content we have coming. But anyway, cat's out the bag.
Yeah.
We're in Bangkok. Stay tuned for the freaking vibes and the things we have planned. This should be exciting year. And shout out to my fiance for being down and making the move with me. I wouldn't rather have anyone here with me. It's sad because I see, it's not sad, but to see there are people who move out here solo, and it's cool, but I'm like, I don't know if I could do it, but I'd rather not. I'm just happy that we have each other.
I'm happy that every time I've came over here, I've been with family. Kind of thing. First time with Cuzzo, this time with Bae.
And we're gonna make the best of it. Love you guys.
Try not to kill each other.
Yeah, trying to kill each other.
Bring her neck.
Okay, see you guys in our next adventures.
Yes.